Okay, so I'm going to start. Good evening, sir. Thank you for taking your time to connect with us today. I am Tanya Singh, an MBA Finance student from UPS Dehradun, and I am here along with my team members. Recently, while discussing our career paths and corporate life, we felt that need to learn directly from the experienced professionals. So we are truly glad to have with us Abhishek Sood, chartered accountant. Then it's a great opportunity for us to learn from your journey. Before we begin, I will request my team members to briefly introduce themselves.
Good evening,
Over to
Abhishek.
Aman.
Myself, Aman. So I am pursuing operations from UPS and would like to learn more about the corporate culture from you. Thank you.
Good evening, Abhishek. My name is Pankaj Awad, and currently I'm pursuing my MBA in operations from UPS.
Good evening, sir.
Poonam.
This is Poonam, and I am pursuing my MBA in UPS, specialization in finance.
Good evening, Abhishek. I'm Anubhav Patwal, and I'm pursuing MBA in Operations from UPS.
Good evening, sir. I'm Sonali Katakdon and I'm currently pursuing MBA in HR.
Thank you, everyone. I would like to introduce Abhishek to us, please. Can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, guys, I am Abhishek Sood. I'm a qualified chartered accountant in May 25 batch. I'm working in one of the big fours in the finance domain. I handle taxes. I my major work includes compliances, litigation. During my articleship, I've also worked under audits. So I have seen the financials of the companies during my articleship, and after my post qualification, I have seen the tax angle of the companies.
Nice.
Thank you, Abhishek, and thank you, everyone. We have prepared a few questions as a group and would really value your insight. I will be beginning with the first question. Like, how did your CA qualification shape your entry into the corporate world? Or did it open doors for you immediately, or did it still have to prove yourself beyond your career?
Okay, so CA has played a very important role because the difference between MBA and a CA student is कि you guys go to college, we guys go to our trainings. So being a fresher, we were always given that opportunity to learn. And since we were not that qualified, we were not having that degree, so we were open to learn at that point. So CA thing has literally shaped my career a lot because of the 3 years of training. I was learning in those 3 years without any. We used to get stipend, but without thinking of any major monetary benefits, right? So that thing has definitely helped me to build a bridge to enter into corporates.
Nice. Thank you, sir. So I'll be asking you the question more on corporate culture and reality. So my question for you, sir, is how would you describe the actual corporate culture, especially in finance role, versus what you imagined during your CA preparation days?
Uh, During the CA preparation days, it was the quote we used to hear it's कि एक sign बिकता है CA का. But ultimately, when we entered into the actual thing, so there is a whole team, there's a whole work, there's a lot of documentation before that one sign. So when we entered into the corporate world, it was like you have to be perfect because one of mistake of yours could cause a lot of loss to the companies, to your clients, because we used to work in a service-based company. So we used to have clients, right? So you have to be perfect. There's no chance you can go wrong anytime with any client, right? So yeah. So if you ask the corporate culture, see, this is very this depends on company to company. In finance, generally, the corporate culture is good.
Nice. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Pankaj.
Hello, sir. I would like to ask a question that, in your experience, like how much does soft skills like communication skills or relationship building matters over like technical skills when it comes to our career growth?
This is a very important skill. I must say ki if you mention if you when you're into your career, when you're doing your degree, when you're doing something, you you reach out for skills ki what should I learn during my finance preparation? Should I learn Power BI? Should I
Right,
learn
right,
SAP? Should I learn advanced Excel? Should I do this financial modeling? I believe soft skill people ignore soft skills. So we being CA students had specially 15 days before our articleship and 15 days before our final examination where we were being taught the soft skills. So soft skills are very important. You have to be presentable. Uh, it is more about ki whatever you have in your mind doesn't matter, but it is how you put it out on a paper, in a meeting, on an email.
right,
So how will that mm, means how will that be improved if you have very good soft skills, right? If you're very confident in talking, if you have a very good body language, if your dressing sense is good in the office, obviously people will listen to you, right?
right,
So soft skills play a very big role.
right. Thank you, sir. Now over to Suman.
Okay, sir, I would like to ask, have you ever faced a situation where ethics and corporate pressure conflicted? And how did you handle it as a finance professional or also being a CA?
Uh, Poonam, I just missed your question. Can you please repeat it? Must be because of some network.
I'm audible right now, sir?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Sir, I would like to know, have you ever faced a situation where ethics and corporate pressure conflicted? And also, how did you handle it as a finance professional or being a CA?
See, when we are handled with a degree, so the main principle there are some of the principle I can remember is uh, confidentiality, integrity, and one of the principle is ethics. So we cannot trade ethics at any cost. And by any cost, we mean any cost. Because uh, being into finance, you actually have, for example, you enter into the industry. If you're working for a company and you're into finance domain, you have every knowledge. You have the HR's knowledge, you have the payroll knowledge that is very confidential. You have all the possibly all the information that if uh, gone outside, for example, if you work for a listed company, you guys are from finance, you know okay, how results are published and how the stock market react to results, right? So imagine you guys, people have literally prepared those financials which are being published and the market reacts to it. So being finance people, you have access to a lot of knowledge, and maintaining confidentiality, that is ethics, is very important in finance domain, right? So yeah, there were situations, but being blessed with very good seniors, very good team leaders, very good managers, there was a very straight no to every time when there was a compromise with ethics.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to proceed with Sonali.
Hello, sir. So the question is that if you were advising a young MBA finance student today, what would you tell them to learn or to develop to stay competitive alongside other CA professionals?
Uh, be updated on the knowledge, and do not scatter key. You'll do that. You'll do that. You'll do that. Know your key area of interest, right? For example, when you'll be done with the MBAs, especially for finance domains people. I guess there's one from HR also, but I'll tell from finance domain. You get many choices. You get FP&A, that is planning domain. You get auditing domain. You get internal audit domain, right? So, if for example, if you have something in your heart, you want to follow that, stick to it. Be be the master of it. And other than that, I would suggest definitely gain some soft skills. That is very important, even during the interviews, even during to sustain in the companies, uh, and just work on your skills. That's it.
Anubhav, over to you.
Yes. Okay. So hello, Abhishek. So my question to you is that what skills beyond CA technical knowledge are non-negotiable in today's corporate world?
In today's corporate world, I would suggest, I would say that soft skills.
Mm.
Plus, you have to be flexible. You can't be rigid to things. For example, if work requires you to sit back, you have to sit back after office hours. If work requires you to come on Saturdays, you have to come on Saturdays. So do not be rigid during your work time. And since it is a learning phase, especially in your learning phase, don't be rigid. Always be open to work. Don't be like I don't know if this counts in skills or not, but being practically other than my technical skills, these skills have really helped me to gain the confidence of seniors, to
Right.
gain the that credibility, so that because that is how you grow. So
Right.
these are the skills. Other than that, I would say soft skills is the only thing that you can learn beyond the technical skills to adjust into corporates.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Tanya, can we have the
Okay,
closing line?
so
Yes, please.
I guess we are done with the questions. So now we would like to conclude. Thank you so much, sir, for taking your time out and sharing your valuable insights and also your experience to us. This interaction has really helped us to understand the practical side of corporate life, and also we learned what we learned in classrooms. Also, your experience and guidance will definitely help us in shaping our future and also career ahead in our life further in corporate world. Also, we truly appreciate your time and your support, and it was great learning experience for all of us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for taking your valuable time out for us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for this opportunity to actually talk to younger younger people, to the people who are doing MBA. It felt good.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.